back with the bass. The jam is live in effect, and I don't waste time. Off the mic with the dope rhyme. Jump to the rhythm, jump, jump to the rhythm, jump. Yeah, everybody over here, everybody over there, trying to get a nut to move your butt.
Hey guys, Michelle just Playin here. I wanted to share with you guys my worms. No, I don't have worms, but I do have worms. I have fishing worms that when Dish was down here with me, we went fishing a few times, and whatever worms I had left over, I'd bring them home and I'd dump them into my worm box. So I've got a homemade worm box because I've got a really small patio, and I didn't want them to die and stuff. And now that I have the worms, I'm going to show you my awesome worms that I have that has grown. I got baby ones, big ones, adult ones, fat ones, skinny ones. I don't think I want to use them for fishing. I think I'm too attached to them, so I don't believe they're going to be used for anything. I believe they're just going to grow, grow, grow. Dish says when she comes down that she's going to take them and go fishing with them, but I don't think so. But anyway, sorry, there's Playin on there. So anyway, I'm going to go through this video and show you guys what I feed them, how I water them, and just kind of take you step through step. It's morning time, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. I try to do it. I keep them in the shade. I have an umbrella over me with my cute pink lights for nighttime, and I just try to keep them in the shade. I have a fern, a big bushy fern that I set on top of the box. I just have it in like a storage box with a lid, but I have holes drilled in the sides so plenty of air gets through there. And they seem very cozy and comfortable. So I have a big fern that I set on top of it to keep it shaded and to keep it cool in there so the sun's not beating down on it. So the plant takes the heat and not the worms. So here we go, guys. I'm going to show you guys what I do with my worms every day. Okay guys, so let me get my camera set just right. So basically, when I go to feed my worms, I take the top off the box. As you guys can see, I've got my holes drilled right here on this side and this side, so plenty of air gets through. Sometimes some little bugs and gnats get in there, but that's only because there's moisture in there. I have these two digging tools that I use. I use them for my metal detecting mostly, but this one does really good because it don't hurt the worms. When you're stabbing this in, it could stab the worms and mess them up. So I know they're just worms, but to me they're not. But this one does really good because I kind of hook and pull up. But the first thing that I do to my container of worms is I tap on it on the sides, and then it kind of, which I've already done before I started videoing, but you just kind of tap on it and it vibrates the container. And if anybody knows, it kind of wakes the worms up. If a ground is vibrating, some people actually put rods into the ground and they bang the rods and it disturbs the worms and it causes the worms to kind of freak out and they come to the surface. So with this, I'm just kind of banging, you know, a little bit and say, hey guys, wake up, it's time to wake up, okay? So that's what I do when I, you know, first get started. I kind of brush the top because there's gnats, a few gnats have come in here, but the worms aren't at top, they're at bottom. And I need to put some soil in there too. Okay, I know you guys are ready to see some worms. I am too. I hadn't seen them in about a week or a week and a half now. I check them about every week. They don't eat that much, so you know, there's plenty of stuff in the soil and everything for them to eat. I'm gonna put some new soil on it today, but I use topsoil. It's just topsoil. It's not planting soil, you know, soil or anything like that, so I don't have no chemicals in it. It's just topsoil. Just and they seem to love it, and they do pretty good at it. I feed mine yellow cornmeal by Quaker. It's just basically just cornmeal. I just sprinkle just a little bit, mix it in, and then sprinkle a little on the top, and usually it works itself into the dirt. I stirred up a little bit to kind of help them out. And then for a treat, I give them cornflakes. Crushed up really good, just plain old cornflakes. No sugar, no nothing. And when I put them in there, I try to squeeze them up as much as I can, but they'll nibble on them for a long time. My grandpa used to feed his cornflakes and Rice Krispie treats. Not Krispie treats, but Rice Krispies. And you could hear them, I mean, sounds stupid, but you could hear them smacking on it. He kept them in his utility room and inside where his washing machine dryer was. And it'd be very quiet in there, and if you'd go and he'd leave the top off the bucket or the container, he had a huge, really huge container, way bigger than mine, full of them. But he would take his fishing, of course. But if you'd go in there and just sit for a minute on the floor where it was cool and everything, you could actually hear the crackle where they were coming to the top and they were eating. I mean, it was just a sound that I can't even, I just can't even tell you. It's just something you have to hear for yourself. It's just like a crackle sound. It's like a smacking sound, but 1,000 times. It just, you could just hear it. It was just amazing. You could hear the dirt. You could hear, because it was very, very quiet in there. So I give them a little bit of that. So what we're going to do now is, I got my hose over here, so I can spray a little bit of, I just kind of mist it a little bit. The water will work its way to the bottom. Don't soak it. Earthworms, fishing worms, they breathe through their skin. If they're dry, they can't breathe. If they're moist, the moisture absorbs through their skin, and that's how they breathe. That's basically their lungs. That's how they breathe, is through their skin. So if you have worms or you want to do a worm bed, make sure that it's always moist. This one is moist enough. You don't want it sopping wet. You want it moist, because that helps them to breathe and to grow. If it's dry, they can't breathe and they die. That's why they get on the cement and curl up and die. Not only for the sun, but it dries them out quickly. So let's get to digging and see what kind of babies I've got. I get super, super excited. I get super excited when it goes to doing my worms. So let me zoom in and give me just a minute, and we will see what kind of worms we're gonna have today. Alrighty, we're gonna do some digging and see what we can find. And when you're digging, I just kind of rake around the edges. You know, but I did just, I did wake them up. All my babies are awake. Come on. Come on, guys. Let's get routed up in here. It's party time. I've read a lot online about earthworms, so I'm pretty up to par, I think, on them. Except I'm just not wanting to give them up. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Let me do that. I hope you guys can see. When I edit it, I'll try to make sure I just kind of, you know, be easy going in and just kind of dig up. You know, they're down there, so we got to be careful. Oh, look at that one. Look at that baby right there. Look at that, guys. Make sure I'm getting it. He's awake. Look how big that mug is in my hand. You talk about some fishing worms, and no, they are not for sale. Look at that baby. Look at him. He's hungry, I believe. And sometimes when you get them out, I'll kind of notice whenever they come out. See, he's a little bit dry. I know he's dry because he's kind of sticky. He's really sticky to my hand, so they're needing some water. See, and he's not really active. He's just waking up. But sometimes you can see them inside their bellies. This one you can't. Look at him. Look at him getting crazy. Look at him all happy. You see him moving around? Look at him. He's so cute. But sometimes you can look through their bellies right here and you can see the cornmeal that they eat. You can see ingested into their bodies. Look at him go. See how happy they are? That's because I take care of my babies. Look how fast he's moving. Gosh. Okay, okay. I'm putting you back. I'm putting you back. I'm putting you back. Go ahead. Yep, there's another one. That's a baby. Look at the little baby. Look at them go. You see how fast they're moving? They're fed good. They're watered good. Look how fast this one's moving. Look how long he stretches out to be. They're just trying to get back down there. But you just kind of rake and pull. And, you know, I hope that I don't hurt none of them. Here's another one. Oh, he's a little midget. Yeah, he is. Yeah, they're a little bit sticky. Like I said, when they get sticky, it means that they're getting dry. They need water. As you see, this one's traveling down because he's ready to get back in the coolness because they can feel the temperature out here. But before they do, we gotta get some. I want to check them out. Look at this one right here. There's another one. Oh, he's a fighter. Look at that little bugger go. Let's see. I do check them to see if they've been eating. I check their underbellies. And I don't see anything. I don't see nothing in his belly. There's another one. There's another one. Yeah, he ain't got nothing in his belly either. If you rub them on their underbelly right there, you see how, let me see. This one's stretching out, but wait a minute, I'll get another one. Let me toss it back this way. Sorry, guys. That's the same one I had. And like I said, if you just rake them, you're not going to hurt them. But you do need to be kind of easy. Because I definitely don't want no dead worms. I think I'd cry. Look at that one fighting. Look at him. Look at him fly. I don't see that right there. Okay, you see this one right here in my hand? See if I can do it. If you turn them over and you rub their underside or their belly like that, look how fast look how fast he got, how big he got. If you rub their underside of their belly, and you'll know which side is their underside. It's kind of hard for me to get in this camera. The top of them are very dark. The bottoms are very light and they're very flat. But you see, I rubbed him, and when I rubbed him, it caused him to calm down, and see how comfortable he is? He's not, he's comfortable. Well, I handle him all the time, so, I don't know how much earthworms know, but they know. Here's another big one. You see how he's not moving? Well, he's moving now. He's moving now. So watch. I'll turn him over and see how I rub him. And when you rub him, look how long he gets. He's starting to inch out. See how he expands? This one right here, yeah, they haven't been eating no cornmeal. I need to put some in there, but he's sticky also. I dig them up to kind of check on them, but it is good to dig them up and you know, keep an eye on them. But that way you can check and see. They're mostly at the bottom because that's where the got a little baby one right there. He's fresh. Aww. A little baby. Got another one right here. He's really cold. He's sticky but cold. So, I'm trying to get down here to the bottom a little bit to show you guys. I got some real big ones. It's a baby. Another baby. I got 2 new babies too. Wowee. Now look at this one. They're like this at the bottom. See how big he is? And he's stretching out in both of my hands. Turn him over, you see his belly? See how white it is? And I'm sorry, I'm not doing pretty good in this camera. But if you see how I'm rubbing him, how he's stretching out, it relaxes them and they stretch out. Here's another big one. And he's down there way down in the dirt. Look how big he is. He is pretty big. He is gigantic in my hand. Oh, Lord mercy, there's another one. Oh, got another baby. Look at my little babies. Oh, sorry guys. I am just sucking at this. There's my babies. Hey guys, I got some more babies. I've got this one. This is my baby. I got another baby. I got tons of them. I'm trying to get away from me. Look at my, this is my babies. Look at them go. I'm so proud of them. Yes, they are earthworms. That they are. But they're mine. And I enjoy messing with them. And I enjoy interacting with them. I am so happy. Look at my babies. I had babies. Isn't they cute? It's going to be as big as this one. Look at a different size. Okay. I'll let them go back over there. I'm still trying to get a few. There's another one. Look at him go. Woo! I got jumping worms. You hear me? Another baby. Look at that baby. Watch me rub his tummy. Where you at? See, I rub his tummy and he spreads out. Look how much he spreads out. Okay. After that, there's another one. Now this one is a different kind. This is I'm not sure which kind this is, but there was several different fishing worms, and I don't know, I might have some crossbreeds in here. But see how dark, that one's much darker than the others. But they're just so comfortable, they just like stretch right out in your hand. Me being from the country, the ones we had down on the farm, they didn't just stretch out in your hand, they just, you know, didn't want to move. They just balled up and didn't want to move. Like I said, if you're going to make a warm bed, just need to be very careful because you could injure them if you get them. And they got really soft skin. I try to be careful. I really do. I mean, there's tons of them in here. I mean, they're everywhere. Where are you going? Come here. Yeah. They need a little bit of sticky, icky. You know, by tossing the dirt up too, he thinks he's going to get away from me. Look at him go. Woo-hoo. By tossing the dirt up, yeah, you're kind of disturbing their domain. But it's good to toss the dirt up. It is good to toss the dirt up and kind of mix it up a little bit. There's my other babies, so it don't get packed so far down in there. Woohoo, look at those that I just pulled up. 1, 2, 3, 4. A baby one. Another one. Another one. And another one. Look at that. Look at all them boogers moving. That rocks. It don't take much to make me happy. I'll be out here messing with the worms sometimes, and Johnny's like, can't believe you're out here messing with them worms like that. Like I'm crazy or something. Huh, here's another one. Look at these. Gosh. I'm just going to spray it a little bit. It ain't got to be real wet. But it's getting really wet. I mean, it's getting really summertime out here. So the heat's causing it to dry out. But I'm gonna leave that like that. My babies. It takes them no time to get down below. So please be careful with them. If you're gonna actually have a successful worm bed, mine's just a little small tub because that's all. You know, I don't have room for anything more. They're gonna like this. So basically, I'm just wetting it up a little bit. It's not gonna hurt them. You don't want it, like I said, too wet, but they're going to enjoy that. Basically what I do is I just take the, and I just sprinkle, make it look like snow. Then I will take this little piece right here, and I just be real easy, and I just kind of mix it into the soil, get it wet. When it gets wet, it gets mushy, and they can eat on it. They only eat on it, you know, when it gets, because they come to the top, believe it or not. They come up and stick their heads up top and that type of stuff. But I just kind of mix it into the wetness. They can sense it's in there. A few cornflakes and just squish them up really, really good. And they'll get wet and moist, and then they'll come up and they'll eat on them. Usually nighttime. When it's really dark, they can tell if it's night or if it's day. They're not dumb. We think they are because we feed them some fish, but and see, this will last them about a week. And I'll just mix that into the dirt whenever I come and do it again. Your hands will get nasty. I feel like some people I know. Ooh, look at this one, guys. Alright guys, basically that's it. I'll put the top on it and I will put the fern back on it. Okay, as you guys can see, there's my fern. That's covered it's incognito now. And there's the container, and it's just sitting over there, and nobody has no idea what it is. They just think it's a little container sitting there, so it's incognito. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching me do my worm bed, as I call it, my worm box. Feed my babies and water them and get them all nice and pretty, but you guys seen exactly how big they were. They're obviously good taken care of. I feel kind of bad, they're a little bit sticky. That's not a good sign. So I'll try to put some links in the description box of a few places if you're interested in making a worm bed that you can go to just get some information. I'll do a little bit of searching. I've searched like 100 sites probably, so trying to know every bit of information I could about them. But I will put links in the description. It is a good thing to do with your children, grandchildren. The boxes cost about, I think I paid about $6 for this box with the lid. It's just a plastic tote. And you buy the topsoil. If you buy it right now in the summertime, it's pretty cheap. this time of year. $1.50 a bag or something like that. But make sure it's like topsoil. You don't really want potting soil. Topsoil, it has like wood particles and stuff like that in it, and wood holds moisture. When it's damp like that, wood holds it, but if you just got potting soil and it's just dirt, it's not going to really hold moisture like the wood does. The wood kind of helps it to keep it, the topsoil moisturized. So just something to think about. Get about 4 or 5 bags, dump it in there, go down to the fishing store. I wouldn't buy from Walmart because their worms are just not healthy. You probably get them and they'll just die in your box. Try to go to a fish and bait store. They get relatively new fishing stuff in all the time, new bait, fresh bait, stuff, you know, worms and stuff. And just get you a couple containers of them. They're probably like 3 here in Virginia. They're probably about $3.75 a box. You get, you know, maybe, I don't know, 30 to 50 worms maybe, if that, maybe 30 worms, something to that nature. Just make it a project for you and your kids, or you and your grandkids, or the neighbor kids. Or if you don't have kids, go find some kids. Say, hey, you want to make a box? Well, don't go find no kids, but if you got some little neighbor kids that know you guys very well, or church people, you know, make you, it's a good learning thing, because they'll be excited to see the worms grow. As you guys can see, they were in my hands. They were bouncing back and forth. They weren't just balled up and just staying still. When they ball up and they stay still, they're not healthy. They're not getting enough water or food, or, you know, earthworms can pretty survive on just about anything anyway. But if they're just balled up and they don't want to move a lot, I mean, it's kind of like you're like fatigued, and you don't want to move a lot. So you see, mine was bouncing around, and they're just like, oh, mom's here. So yes, they are my babies. I am from the country. And I enjoy stuff like that. I don't like snakes and I don't like spiders, but I'll play with the earthworms all day long. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I wanted to make a really good video, an important video, and it was about my babies, which Dish thinks that she's going to take my babies and put them on a hook. She's going to hook my babies and put them in the water and drown their asses? I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. She can't drown them because they're not going over. I'm going to hide them. When she comes back, I'm hiding them where they're at. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that something has been beneficial to you. And if you guys got any questions and I can answer them, leave it into this, you know, leave a comment, and I'll get back to you when I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.